Happy hellos, beautiful people with love in the air. I have a special Valentine's treat for you. So today I will be making my chocolate cashews and currant clusters and slabs. You can get the full recipe on my website at videhi.co.za. So before we get started, we need to make sure that we have some containers to mold our chocolate. If you have fancy ones, that is pretty awesome. But no need to stress, you can use anything that you have around the kitchen. You can use some ice cube trays or some Todd glasses like I have here, or these lovely little containers. And this is where you can let your creativity go wild. So the recipe for this ingredient is pretty simple. All you need is 200 grams of dark chocolates, some cashew nuts, and currants. So we're going to start by roasting the nuts. One cup of nuts onto the plates. Spread this out evenly. And we're going to pop this into the microwave for about a minute or two. Alternatively, you can place it in an oven or you can pan roast it. Ooh, these smell delicious. Right, so while the nuts is cooling down, we're going to roughly chop up the chocolates. Now, the finer you chop your chocolate, the easier it'll melt. I use the microwave to roast the nuts. Alternatively, you can just pop them into an oven or you can pan roast them, whichever you prefer. So the chocolate I used here is actually a semi-sweet dark vegan chocolate. You may use any type that you prefer, but I just find that a semi-sweet works quite nice here. Put this into our bowl. No waste, we want all the chocolate in there. Come on, oops, there we go. And we're going to microwave this for 30-second intervals, stirring in between. Go, first 30 seconds. Give it a nice good stir. Another 30 seconds. Lovely. Another good stir. This is the consistency that we're looking for. Nice and thick, but still pourable. Ooh, lovely. So to this, we're going to add the roasted nuts and the currants. Lovely stir. And now the currants. This adds a beautiful sweetness to these clusters. You want to stir to ensure that the nuts and the currants are coated thoroughly. And now for the fun part, placing them into the molds. I will start placing them into these little Todd glasses, and that is why I call them clusters. So I've just placed a piece of cling wrap into these little Todd glasses. It just makes it easier to remove. Give it a nice little, but if you like, you can actually just chop up these cashews. I pretty much like them whole. I think they offer good texture. These are done. Let's try a different mold. You can actually make them as thick or thin as you like. Again, just make sure you got good amounts of cashews and currants. Get it nice and even by tapping this down. And now we're going to pop them into the freezer for about 30 minutes to set. Come on camera. Alright, so I'm going to be doing the exact same thing with these type of nuts. These are hazelnuts and I have some Brazil nuts here as well. Alright, so I've roasted these Brazil nuts and I'm going to pop them into the chocolate which I have just melted. Just a good stir to get this nuts fully coated. So we're going to do this a little differently. We're going to place them onto a plate. Ideally, you would use a wire rack. Place them here. Work pretty fast with this. because the chocolates do tend to harden a bit quicker. Let's pop this one over here. And there we go. We're going to pop this into the fridge for about, say, 10 to 15 minutes. Actually, the freezer. Oh, these have set beautifully. Now we're going to pop them out of the container. There we go. Easy peasy. So these are my clusters, packed with currants and cashews. Okay, so when we're putting our plastics into our little molds, got to make sure that there's no creases, otherwise the chocolates would tend to set in those creases. Okay, we just want to clean up this mess, and then we're going to get ready for boxing. Okay, so this is the one I made with hazelnuts. Same process. Roasted the nuts, melted the chocolates, and just mix the two together. And there we go. This is my perfect hazelnut and dark vegan chocolates. All right, so I have these gorgeous little boxes to present our little prezzies in. We want to give this a rough chop. Get a knife. Okay, we just want to chop this up. You can chop them in square little pieces, or I just like to go for a nice rustic look. Right, pop them into our little box. Lovely little chocolates coming through. Okay, no. Lovely little nuts coming through. And now to box the Brazil nuts. So I have these cute little butterfly boxes, and we want a nice little bow. Ah, now how pretty does this look? And here is your perfect personalized sweet treat for your sweetheart. Please do give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. And most importantly, remember to make every day a V-Day. Happy Valentine's Day, lots of love, and see you in my next video.